What is up, everybody? This will be my Naafiri jungle video, and I'm gonna show you everything you need to know on how to play this incredible jungler. So Naafiri jungle, I actually think it's very good, and I think she's gonna get stronger as they buff assassins and their items. Right now, I think she's very good. Page I really use well is Electrocute with free boots. I always Q max into E max second. And the build, you just pretty much need Propane Hydra. It speeds up your clear. It's pretty much everything about this champion. You can use it to combo you can use it with your combo and your abilities, which is really important for this champion. And we're going to talk more about that later. And also, in general, it's just a very broken item. So Eclipse second is going to be the build. You can start Q. You're always going to start Q, and you're going to solo Raptors if you can. You're not going to get a leash solo Raptors. If you are going to get a leash, just start whichever side you prefer. Her clear is extremely healthy, so you don't have to worry about being, like really low or anything like that. Just auto attack and then use your Q and stack up the Raptors just like that. Your wolves will always attack a few times after you cast your spell, or you auto attack a champion. Also use your E. You can use your E over walls, and that's going to be something we're going to be doing a lot. So the thing with your Q is it does missing health damage, so you could potentially use it with you could use it as you wait a bit, or you can just use it right away. And personally for me, I always use it right away because the cooldown doesn't start until you throw your second Q. So usually I do it, what I would do is auto attack once and then Q and use the E and auto attack. So your E, really important. It restores your dog to full health. Also your passive, you're pretty much always going to have your dogs up, because of the way it works is your dogs, you pretty much stack the passive to always have them charged up while you're jungling, so you don't have to worry about that. Q, the second Q will heal, so that heal you see is pretty much from the Q effect. And we're going to do 2 points into Q. You could go for a level 3 gank, maybe on mid lane, but generally focus on farming. Full clear first. You can get full clear by crab timer. Always line up the camp to make sure you hit it in a way so your Q hits pretty much everything. And then just auto attack whatever is left. Your W is your gap close. It's really important to understand is your W. The ability is pretty much, it's your gap close, but you can also use a lot of spells during the end of the animation. So you're going to be using your Q the first part during your W, and also you're going to use your Tiamat during your W as well. So that's a very important thing. I'm jungling. I'm against the Shyvana this game. So Shyvana jungle, very popular right now. Not too much of a worry for me. Here I'm going to swipe early just because your Q, the second one, does missing health damage. And I'm pretty much going to be ready to be on the crab timer. Your killer can be a bit faster. I kind of slowed it down a bit by mistake, but you should always be around crab timer. So here I have W ready. I have 2 points into Q. Shyvana could be here. So what I want to do is always start with your Q, auto attack, and then go for another Q. So here you can W, and if they go over walls, you can pretty much chase like that. I have my second Q ready, so just hit it and you should be good. Always E over the walls too. I can even use this as a gank timer. I don't have any abilities up, but I can chase the Annie here. So what we're going to do is pretty much, if you can hit a Q first, it's always better. But if you can't, hit the W, line it up, Q, E combo. Very simple, very easy. So here I have a few options. Do I want to, potentially do a crab, or do I want to do my Raptors? Always just play for, like your crab. Like just get the crab in base. And you see there, because Shyvana flash, I actually waited to W before, like I saw it. You will always follow everyone around that. So here, this is where it gets a little, like my build. If you can get the pickaxe, I like the pickaxe. You don't necessarily need the Tiamat till the second buy. Because if I buy the Tiamat, for example, then I wouldn't have enough for a pickaxe. But if you prefer just having a Tiamat right away, go for it. But I do prefer, if I can get a pickaxe, I just stack as much AD as possible just to make my buy as efficient as possible. So here I have my Q. So Q, second time auto attack, and you don't really want a W when you're farming. You always want a W to get to the next camp. So here, you don't really need it. So I'm just kind of lining up the abilities. So the goal when you're playing her is to just really get to that 6 point, get ganks in between. It's really easy to gank. Here, for example, my W is up. So what we do is Q, auto attack, E, and then kind of Q again. The first Q is the most important to hit. You can easily hit. I thought that was an arrow for a second. You can easily hit that Q when you're using it in your W animation. Also the Tiamat, you can always use your Tiamat in your E animation. A lot of her, she's a simple champion, right? There's not much going on. but she's sort of like a combo champion. So I'm really talking a lot about how to combo spells, how to combo your items, because it's very important on her. And that's most of the champion, to be honest. So here, W, the range goes up once you're 6. So right now, it's pretty much garbage. I wouldn't say she's even that good at ganking until 6. Or 6 is pretty much the most important. Like, you're so strong at 6. It's really insane. If your R is up, you can kill anyone. You can catch up to anyone, and you have insane range. But if your R is down, just respect the fact that you really rely heavily on R. And you really do need to play around that ability. So if your R is up, you can gank. If it's not up, just farm. And she's really fun to play, so I really enjoy her. This guy is actually a kill. I killed one, so I'm going to just... I'll show you guys how we're going to play a gank in this situation. So here, once you're in R range, you want to R. Start with your W. Q, auto attack, E. Your wolves will pretty much kill anyone who's left. And once they die, you get that shield reset and the movement speed reset once. So once you R, you get that first reset, and if they die, you get it again. Here, I think Annie is actually coming for me. So what I'm going to do is just stack up here. I'm actually baiting it because I do have smite, so I can smite this one. I know Annie's here, so I'm not going to try to get baited into like an Annie stun. But she might leave, so you can easily heal. Remember, your second Q heals on champions and large monsters. So if I'm low, I can hit that second Q and it will full heal you. I think Shyvana is gone now, so I'm pretty much guaranteed to get it. My goal is to get the Propane Hydra buy. Maybe I'm not going to have enough for it. If I don't have enough, then okay, I'll go for whatever buy that is good. But this game, I think I can just greed and go for the Propane Hydra buy. I have a Roa top, which is a very bad champion, but it's okay. Or she's not a bad champion, but she's not the... she's okay. Top lane. I like her jungle, though. Jungle's fun. Make sure she's on your jungle. But it looks like she went for the crab. So Shyvana is just farming. I'm just farming. So I'm just going to continue doing what I'm doing. My goal early games is just get this Propane Hydra buy. Here, I have smite up, so I'm just going to smite for the missing health damage, which is really easy for me to get here. E cooldown. Kind of long early game, but it goes down dramatically. Make sure you Q and then E afterwards. Auto attack in between everything. It's really important to get that extra auto off. You're going to notice in W plays, I always try to get that one auto. And don't feel the need to throw your second Q right away. Really be patient with your second Q, because if you hit the first one, the second one is going to do a lot of damage. So just wait a bit. You have a lot of time to decide on how, you want to throw it. So don't overplay around your Q. So here I have Krugs down, I have Raptors up, but I also have 3 camps here. It's better to just do these 3 camp. Maybe go for a play topside or mid, and then go for like my Raptors afterwards. And by that time, Krugs will respawn, so I have like both camps together, and it'll be very easy. So Annie just R'd. Annie killed my mid laner. Like I said, sometimes if you're really strong, you have a good buy, you still have jungle to farm, you haven't started farming yet, just go for the play, and then after the play is over, go for, potentially the farm after. So here, always start with Q. Hit that first Q. Remember we talked about chase them a bit. That should do the trick. Auto last hit Annie Bears gives you 50 gold. And you always want to take the wave after a play like that, because you're so good at stealing these waves. The Propane Hydra. If you instant clear waves, no one's going to care, because no one's getting this wave. Annie's not getting the wave. I just pretty much got a huge wave advantage and a kill. That's how I really snowball as her. Play around ganks and play around the farm. What you're going to notice is how I use Propane Hydra in my combos. The most important thing when you W is to hit that first Q, and then afterwards you're easily able to kind of get the Propane. So here, if I start Q, you can easily Propane Hydra, or you can go for a Q. It's up to you how you want to do it. Just make sure you combo as well as possible. So here, crab is up, so I do want crab, right? So I'm gonna go for the crab here. Start with W, Propane Hydra, auto attack. And just weave in those autos as much as possible, and you're gonna see your win rate on her go up and up and up. And check red buff, see if red buff's up, it's down. You can always use walls like here to kind of get a play off. And start with the W if you can. W, Q, Propane Hydra, auto attack, and Q afterwards. It's very simple. The comboing, very important. I'm super ahead right now, so I'm just Usually, like I said, your R is really important to gank, but that was a free play. Annie was doing something crazy, playing really far up. So it's a very easy play. This person, do I want her to get the dragon? No. What I'm going to do is I'll go around and I'm going to R when I see her, and we're going to run her down. Start with R. She's on it. Start with Q. Q, auto attack, Flickering Hydra. Q, E, auto attack. She's dead. Oh, she hard. She goes off that. Whatever, 1 HP, pretty much dead. So we're just going to stay on the dragon. If she comes back, we'll kill her. And if Shyvana, you know, she might be in this area, so we can just chase her down. W, Q, auto attack, dead. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. How do I want to play this situation? I could play for a ball play. I do have maybe an angle here. It depends if I want to. There's nothing just base. The build is quite simple. Be a play here. Let's go for it. Remember, start with your W if you can. I'm dead. Maybe I can kill one more Q. Yeah, okay. The second I saw Annie booking it in, I knew it was not meant to be there. My mistake. That was my decision. I made that decision. No one else is to blame except for me for that one. I think I need merc treads this game, right? The enemy team is really AP heavy. What we're going to do is buy the merc treads early. Usually, I like to save up. You know, you really should not spend too much money on boots. That play was dumb, right? Like, I didn't have R up. I didn't have to do that. I should have just based. With R up, it's way different because I can just have full vision. I can have that movement speed burst plus my extra damage from the buff itself. Plus, you know, the extra wolves are really important, right? The extra dogs you get gives you a lot of damage. She could be here. I'm gonna R. W follows people unless you get CC'd like that. Very unfortunate. If I stayed a bit farther back, I could follow her over the wall. Something you can do. I actually think I can still kill her though. So let's see what she's doing up here. Drop a ward here to see Raptors. Raptors is down. She's most likely on Krug's finished and looking to move. Maybe up here. So I'm gonna pink here. She's gone, then it's fine. I'm just gonna play around, maybe killing topside here. I'm really strong. Anything I want to do, I can do it, right? If this guy's really aggressive, we can easily play around that. Hit a couple Qs here. Can be really good. Keep my wolves alive. I don't mind if he Rs me here. I'm just gonna flash his Q here. And we can pretty much kill. Oh, my second Q didn't go off. But he dies. It's worth it, worth it. Oh, I should have got the second Q. Second Q healing is really essential. Mordekaiser's your overtuned champion. Obviously, no need to touch on that any further. We need Eclipse second. Very important buy for us. So we're going to play around that. I do have a lot of bot side farm. It's just a problem this game. So I have to be able to get on her to one-shot her. So we will keep that in mind here. My entire bot side up. So I'm going to play around that. Just going to keep farming bot side here. Please kill her. Do not let her pillage my jungle. Here we can check her red buff to see if she just got my red buff. She did. That's unfortunate. I do have a few plays here. I think Ashe is actually very killable, but she has Karma beside her, and it's not killable. There is no mid tower though, so that's something that can be a play. But I'm close to level 11, so let's just get level 11, and I'll have my R. I'll have my rank 2 R, so we're gonna play around that. You do not have CC, right? So how do you kill someone if you don't have crowd control? You have to run them down, right? So we have to make sure if we go for a play, the person is in range to be ran down. And I think, you know, maybe this guy could be someone we could do. Like, oh, I think I could kill him with my arm. Even if he Rs me, I think I can buy time because he is down now. So what we're going to do is always start with a Q, W, Now we're just gonna kind of kite around. Damn, he's still that strong. Okay, maybe I'm trolling. I really thought I could win that. I don't know. He dies, but like... Mordekaiser is obviously over 2. You have to respect that. Don't need to do that anymore. No need for that. My team giving up, but it's very winnable. They are trolling right now, so that's really good. Already has like a very good angle there. Game is completely winnable. Let's play around dragon, right? Shyvana's dead. We can easily get this dragon. I'm very good at squishy champions, right? I am an assassin champion, right? It's not that complicated to understand. I think it's surprisingly strong, but I don't know. With Thresh coming, we could maybe kill her here. No flash, so that's quite good for me. I can easily heal up after this, right? Farming the jungle, very easy for me to heal. Grabbing fruit as well. This guy did R, so he doesn't have aura good. We want to play around dragon here, so I want Ari to come with me. Damn, I still died there. If I got that reset, it would have been really big. I think they should keep chasing. They used all their summoners there. I don't have Eclipse yet. I do know though. There I needed to hit the first Q on the Ashe, but unfortunately I missed that. Her flash timing was really well around my abilities. Dragon's up. I mean, that was enough for us to win the fight, so I'm pretty happy about that. The Eclipse buy does make you quite tanky to survive whatever burst damage they have coming for you. Game is going pretty well though. Aurora is actually very strong. Once she gets her items, this champion becomes extremely broken, so pretty okay with the situation. They do have to finish that before Shyvana shows up. Guys, no flash. I'm gonna ping the flash, let them know. Just really free kill. It might turn into like a really big fight, so I'm just gonna end up coming here. Still have R up. Still have Propane Hydra. Very good. Good fight. I just played really slow, played around hitting the Qs. This champion's really simple. You just have to hit the Qs. That's literally everything. Take the jungle, of course. You have to. Pillage. The Vikings must pillage the remains. She's a bit greedy, but I don't think I have the damage to kill her. But I will push a bit. With the E up, you can easily be you can jump over pretty much all the walls, steal whatever you can, and just get out right after. You have to watch out for Ashe Arrow. Once you get a bunch of levels, your clear is so fast. Just keep playing around farm. Be smart about when you make your plays. Like I talked about, it's really just about doing the plays after. It's pretty much about doing the plays after you farm, right? And when you have your R up. Also, you see there, the E with Propane Hydra is just so good. Watch this. Super good combo. Always use the Propane Hydra during the E animation. Make sure when you're W, you always try to hit the first Q with your W. So if I'm W in here, I always go for the Q first. I spam Q, hit that, E Propane Hydra, and then Q again. Very simple. That's how you need to be comboing as Naafiri. You practice that, you pretty much mastered the champion after that. And you're going to see yourself win so many more games on her. She's so fun to play, honestly. I just don't like playing her mid because mid lane just feels like you're sitting there waiting for them. You have so little, you know, like potential in mid lane. Here, I want to flank them. I just start with R, W, Q, Propane Hydra, auto. Reset, go for the next player. I have to flash. Man, I hate the advisors so much. His R is literally the worst, the thing I despise so much. But remember, the build is really straightforward. Eclipse second, get the Propane Hydra. Grudge, you have to have it by third item. It's the best item in the game for assassins. You have a third item. Afterwards, if you need a more Maw, very good. If you need more armor, you go Death Stance. And if you need more, you know, maybe survivability, you can go Edge of Night. That's usually the full build, and that's the build you're going to be practicing when you play Naafiri jungle. The third, you always need Grudge by this point to really kill people. That's what pretty much I'm farming for now. And Mordekaiser isn't really much we can do about him. He's a little... We'll just avoid him. You can't even buy QSS for him, so you just have to hope he doesn't R you. So I can easily avoid him and not worry about that. I do have R up. If there was a fight, I could easily do something there. So right now, I think Karma is walking to my jungle, warding it. Mordekaiser is healthy and Annie's here, so that's something I don't want to fight. What I want to do is just keep farming and wait for them to kind of show on the map. I can easily kill anyone in side lane except for that one champion. You already know who I'm talking about. But Mold. Team could fight now, but I don't really want to fight. Because if Mordekaiser is there, it's not good. That basing is actually quite good for us. I think Ashe is going mid to catch the wave, so maybe I can catch her here. If Mordekaiser is there, no. Just gonna get a ward here, see what's going on. This guy really is so glued to me. It's hilarious. He's like watching me so much. He doesn't even want to go farm. He doesn't want to farm. I can steal whatever jungle they have if there's anything up. Either getting caught is not good for our dragon. I can take the wave here. He R. I feel like he didn't R, so that's a problem here. A bit of a problem though. I have Propane Hydra, so I can go in here. Auto Q. Q again. That should do enough to kill. If not, we just keep chasing. Wait for W cooldowns. Actually can get her here. All I have to do is get into W range. Q, Propane Hydra. And dead. And we live. You can see how it's important to kind of wait out fights. You don't all in until like you really know it. Like, I cannot go in early because of how much damage they have. Respect that. Q heals you a lot overall. Just farming a bit will easily full clear. Full heal you. Might as well grab the wave here too. Q the range from minions. Auto attack, Propane Hydra, Q. I'm a base here. I have my grudge where grudge gets much easier. I do want MR. Want MR, we go Maw. I want armor, I go DD, which is Death Stance. So here, this item, this one's getting buffed next patch, so I think it's really good. It's gonna be really good for you. Here, I do have enough for Warhammer, so about Warhammer. I like to keep yellow trinkets on a lot of champions in the jungle, just to have some way to like keep control of vision. If you like yellow, sometimes I switch to blue too, and those are usually like my two trinkets. Here, I'm just gonna farm and play for 16. A very important fight. Spike for your champion. The AD you get from your R is really like game changing. That's why I think she scales really well. So don't be afraid like, oh, like I'm gonna fall off because I'm an assassin. You're actually insanely strong. The late game is really broken, so don't be afraid. Q, Propane Hydra with my E, very good combo. Q again. Now with level 16 R, You get 80 AD from the 80 attack damage for free. For free. It's all about making picks. The range on your R is really good, but really important is the range on your W. You can easily assassinate her if I start with W, Q, Propane Hydra, Q again. My wolves can chase the rest down. Q. He R's me, it's fine. You can see how I'm playing really about being annoying. And hitting these Qs. If I hit one Q, my dogs, they just go in there. They do daddy's work. Okay, maybe that was a bit much. But my team's doing really well, so I'm happy with that. Can they end? They might actually be able to end here. Without me, which is sad. Maybe not though. So... not bad, Ari, indeed. Thresh hook was a little off. Yeah, they're not gonna end. Also, you have to get ball. So here it's a bit awkward. I guess you can buy null magic. Sometimes I sit on like a pink ward for my last item. But your build's gonna be, we're gonna have Maw and probably Death Stance here. You can go Edge of Night, but it depends. It just depends on the game. I think DD is really broken. It's gonna give you 50 armor. Next patch, which is really strong, plus it gives you that reset. And you're sort of like a assassin, but you're also melee, right? So you have to go into the fight. You're gonna be taking a lot of damage, so Death Stance really, really good. This team was more AD heavy. I would probably have DD. I'll be going DD here. It's usually how I build. And then my last item would be like a Maw or like an Edge Knight. Depends on the game. The comboing is really simple. Remember, we W and we use our Q in our W. Right, and then we use our Profane Hydra in our E, and that's pretty much it. That's how you want to combo on her. If you master this, you're going to be doing really well. My team on Baron without me. It's literally psychotic. I love it. This Annie might stun me, or else I would one-shot them. I'm chasing. I do want the Ashe here. I can get her first though. The wolves do a lot of damage. Keep hitting Qs, keep fighting. All you have to do. I'm gonna heal as much as possible here. They could do Baron, so we have to stop Baron. So I can heal. I'm just gonna do one camp fast and then heal. We Thresh off up here. They have no smite, I do have smite. Still have art. Damn it, my phone. Oh, that would have been so clean. I thought it just had a little bit more HP on me. But, I mean, overall, good. Very good play. These items are all troll. You would never build stuff like this later in the game. These are early game items. You would never buy them late. So, like, you would want, like, either a GA or a Death Stance last item for pretty much every assassin. Lethality doesn't scale that well later in the game. It's about getting like the tankiness. So here I would definitely be going into like my DD and be really good. But overall, this should be the game. Hope you guys liked the video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Good luck on the game. Good luck on the climb. Good luck practicing this champion. I think she's really good and a really good jungler.